Greetings, traveler.
Here we go. We got ourselves an Alutemu game who's currently 16k MMR. Just ridiculous. Closing in on 17k. It's going to be the Morchi anomaly. So everybody has the Morchi hero power, which gives you a lesser time warp on turn 5. It's Elemental, Quillbore, Naga, Murloc, and Pirate. Ooh, Murazon for double time warp. That's a streamer pick for sure. Yeah, let's go ahead. Yeah, he does end up taking it. That's nice. If I'm watching it on Twitch, I have to fast forward a little bit more. Like there's no edits. Although it depends on who I'm watching. Some people, when they upload their VODs on YouTube, it's like not edited at all. All right. I mean, I generally take the cool boy here. I like a 4-3. Let's see what he goes for. Yep. All righty. These first few turns just, not super interesting. I guess Murazon's getting the lesser time warp does help a lot, because it helps you fill your board faster, which means you're not so far behind for not having a hero power in the early game, because Murazon is like a cat until turn 8. There's no hero power. So by getting the Morchi hero power to help you stabilize early, you fill your boards a lot faster than normal. So it helps you get to that big time warp with more health, I would say. So we have the Pirate with the pair, which is okay, but it is trash-like. Trash-esque, if you will. It's like borderline trash. All right, we'll go in for it. It is a pair, and it does get some good synergy, so... And it also helps you with your curve. If you go to 3 here, it's a little tougher to then go to 4 early. Also, you're very much at the mercy of your shop. If your next chop is bad after going 3-on-3, it is quite horrible. Well, I guess he has the thing left, right? He used the damage coin, so we will have the Geomancer to go 4-on-4. This feels like just level banana, but again, interesting if he wants to do something else. Level banana. All right, here we go. You can never tell what types are in another language. The pictures don't make sense. I mean, it's just getting used to them. To me, the pictures make all the sense, but... Lasso and Chimera is pretty good stabilization. Sapper used to be very good, but the Reborn spellcraft is out, so you cannot get the Reborn one, and that was sort of a big deal for Sapper. Goes for the Evolve instead of the Lasso. Okay. Or at least leaning there. Yeah, he's checking, wait, what am I actually evolving into? The Naga package is great. The Pirate package is generally pretty fun too. Checking his 5s quickly. I mean, I'm not opposed to either one here. I think the Lasso is great. I think the Evolve is also fine. My inclination was just Lasso because it's economy, and looks like that's what he's going to end up doing. It also helps you add more units to the board for your Chimera. Oh, that's so good. Yeah, he's selling that for overconfident. I love that. Get out of here. Give me my money. That is fun. And then next turn, it's Trinket turn. So it was just a little scary that he might feed Rafam here, right? With his time warp. But you just get so much value. Yeah, he is going to feed the time warp. Yep. But so much value here for taunting it. I definitely agree with taunting it. I'd like to do that myself. He has a lot of money here. I almost want to like level with Typewriter and then just next turn buy 5 drops because we're kind of stable. Yeah, okay, I love that. Like we're kind of stable with the spellcrafts here. Ooh, that's so good. Oh, he was thinking, does that increase? Yeah, the Elemental makes the Chimera buff more, I guess. That's true. Yeah, it's just lovely if he can do this. And this is also because he sold for overconfidence. Selling for overconfidence gave him enough money to be able to level, take the Typewriter, and not have to sell anything. And then the Lasso helps him fill his board. And the Evolve is also a little bit less useful if he's able to power level the way he is. Oh, the Venom is going to take care of it, but still, triple proc. The Pirate also just gains so many stats. Gets 2 health. Sorry, gets one additional health every time the Chimera hits it. So this whole early game just made so much sense. All right, the opponent is going to tie and gets another chef, so can't really be upset. But he's on 4 and we're on 5, so yeah, being on 5 here is significantly better. So now with the Typewriter, what are we trying to hit? Ooh, there's double Murloc, which is fair. I would like to get double spell power or something. Like I wouldn't mind double meditative in a lobby as this, But I think the double end of turn Murloc is fair. Simply because he has a greater time warp coming in. Maybe he gets like extra end of turn from his Trinket later. Also, it's very scary to roll and then not copy anything. So it's a tougher one though, because the Murlocs are not meta right now. The end of turn Murlocs at least. Like a Brann here. 2 Branns. Yeah, there's that. Yeah, not really good enough, right? Oh, Emergent? Does that work with Chimera? No, it's not spells, right? Double Moon Eater. Double Moon Eater will make you very stable. And then there's Overconfidence. Yeah, that's so nice. Jesus, that's nice. Yeah, perfect, perfect, perfect. Oh my god. Okay, so double Moon Eater with double end of turn Murloc, and are they 3s? They're 3s, right? Yeah. That's actually so much tempo. Some stats going on here, though. Damn. We got some good buffs, though. He's got a few big units, but most of our board is big. The shields are just nasty, though. Yeah, the shields got so much value. It's going to be a close loss, it seems. Yep. Winnable for sure, though. If one of those shields gets less value, we're fine. So now he gets the greater time warp, then he gets the greater trinket. That's kind of fun. He gets a lot of stuff this game. Ugh, this is it's just armor and 9 frogs, right? Oh wait, what does the Murloc do? +2/+2 every time you play a Murloc or something? I guess he is generating Murlocs, huh? It's also a 5-drop, right? Anything here is a 5-drop. Yeah, okay. I was gonna say with the Moon Eater, it does work a little bit, but ooh, money. Nice money. This is the part where you have to sell out of your early game setup, so the Pirate and the Naga are out. What is he looking for here? I guess Brann Drakari. Brann Drakari would be fantastic. Use the lasso here. Oh, to try and get the reduction, yeah. Varden? Double Brann, double Drakari. Could be. Moon Eater getting some value. I also like that he's buying a lot of stuff here. Just need to... It's hard to get that get the 9 frogs full value. All right. Yeah, he needs to sell out of some stuff to make hand space for the spells he's gaining. Okay, couldn't unfreeze, but that's fine. Oh my, full Papa. Damn, okay. So he held the Papas in his actually double golden Papa. That's hilarious. That's interesting to see. He held the Papas in the hand here. I wonder if that was a time problem or if that is a very deliberate, I want to triple into a 6 thing. Like that's a big difference here, because I would feel pressured to just cycle these, but the fact that he's held them in the hand definitely opens up that he wants them to just golden. There's duo, end of turn, and he has 2 golden Papas. Okay, and he has Drakari. Yeah, it's actually a Murloc game then. I don't think you want the others here, right? Yeah. That is cool though. So duo is also really fun if you can run Drakari, which he definitely can. But what's your board space like? It's mainly Brann, right? Yeah. Please, sir, please. Okay, still buys that. That's also interesting because I'm trying to see what is worth. Yeah, I actually don't hate buying those because it gives you chances for golden touch and it's very cheap to buy them. And you also want to get rid of your 9 frogs very quickly here. So just getting the value while you can seems fine. All right. Please, please, sir, can I have a Brann? I hate this part of the Murloc experience. That's why I don't like doing this if I don't have Brann yet, but that's a tough one. Venom, yeah. The Moon Eaters are going to be out soon. Okay. Yeah, he got all the value from the 9 frogs. That's something that I generally wouldn't have had, I think. He's making really good pace here. Surprised they didn't go new hero power. I don't think Varden's really all that, but then again, it's an oil. Who can blame him? Ah, wait, that's Golden Brann, right? He just has to get 1 Brann bought, and then he needs to buy the spell too. So it would have been nice if you could just play the Brann before the thing, but that's okay. Okay, has to just go. Oh, we're selling it. Could have bought a Brann too, right? Yeah, you could have bought a Brann. I'm surprised that he kept the Moon Eaters here. I think I would have just put the Brann on the board instead of Moon Eater, because if you buy the spell and you buy one Brann, you will copy Brann and you will make a spell, right? So you won't get an extra unit, I think. But I mean, it doesn't matter. He's got Golden Brann. And that Varden hero power did really well for him, so that really shows how, even though I was like, yeah, I can switch to hero power, he knows that Brann is the big prize, and Varden hero power has a reasonable chance of making it golden, so that's just showing like a lot of calculations being made there very quickly. Lasso is also nice here. Whee! Oh, magic. There's back-to-back mirror. I don't think you care. Oh man, imagine if you accidentally play the tavern spell thing here and you don't get your Brann. All right. Yeah, plays a Brann for the Moon Eater value. Belinda back-to-back. Wait. It's a lot of back-to-back procs, but I think you get lost in the sauce a little bit if you do that. I think you just do your end of turn Murloc stuff. Still takes it though. I mean, it's good buffs here, and he does have a Belinda. He also has a Drakari. Hang on. Wait, no, it does make sense. There's 2 spell power units. Wait, this is where he has to make a call. I think the previous things were kind of free because the back-to-back costs you 1 gold and you get the magic fin back, so it's 0 gold. He also already has the Belinda from the triple. He didn't have to buy it. But buying the spell power, that's the first real investment he makes, and he has to get board space as well. So I think skipping on the spell power makes sense, because he's still very, very much leaning Murloc here, right? Yeah. Yeah, we're just playing Belinda for a little bit of buffs and then getting rid of it later, I think. Yeah, just getting some big Brann buffs. All right, just bank that. So no Mama buffs right now, just getting huge Papa buffs, but that's because it's golden. He's gonna make a golden Mama soon, right? And then he can just play that. There you go. Well, there is no tier 5 minion that could appear, Joy, because he would always replenish the spell. That would count as refreshing the tavern, and then his hero power would proc. So he could safely buy a Brann there and still have 100% to copy Brann, at least in my understanding of Varden hero power. We're definitely noticing that need for attack right now. Got some chonkers on the other end. Although the way how our comp scales, we catch up with that. The Mama Papa buffs really start adding up once you've played a few more of them. Yeah, no Belinda. Also banked the blue shell for this. That was great. Couldn't he farm back-to-back with the Trinket? Ooh, you're right. You're right. Oh, you're right. Now you do buff the shop with that too, but maybe he just dies though if you do that. Excuse me, if you do that. Because then what, right? So he doesn't have spell power. He has Belinda. He farms end of turn back to back. He buffs the shop, which means it doesn't farm with Belinda. It doesn't increase the stats on his board. He takes 15. Needs to be strong immediately. He doesn't have the minion that generates the back-to-back, so I don't think so. I think this is like a flaw I have too, where it's all about being strong in a reasonable amount of time, and I think it takes too long. Run the Demon Alley Eat. Yeah, but again, right, it's so much hassle, so much work. I don't think it's better than, like, you have Golden Brann, Drakari, the cousin, and you have the end of turn Battlecry proc with these Murlocs. So I think it just gets you killed. Like, you just start being too cute. Ooh, didn't take the poison. Damn. I'd expect him to want the poison here. Golden Drakari means he gets 6, right? So yeah, you can have 4 cards. There we go. Look at these buffs too, right? I think if you calculate, if there were a calculator, you could run that back-to-back line through. I think the calculator would say that the average MMR is much lower on the back-to-back line because the risk is so much higher. There is little to no risk attached to the line that he took here, right? Because he already has everything. He has the Drukhari, he has the Trinket, he has the Golden Mama, he has the Golden Papa, he has the Golden Brann. Like, it's there. It's virtually no risk. And if you go into the back-to-back line, there's massive risk. Like, you need to get the Harbinger to farm those things. You need to be able to clean out the shop. That's like, yeah, it's slower. He doesn't have the spell power yet. It's like, so I think that's just something that the high-level players understand better. It's how to navigate risk. Because that's something I see all the time where they just take these lines. It's like the Jeeve game we watched earlier where you just played Goldrin. Like, there was just close to no risk attached to that. And once you start adding risk to your consideration, a lot of these lines that have the higher potential are suddenly not so good. Yeah, this is like Golden Brann heaven, but that ley line is weird if you're not playing Ellie's. You have to basically just use the spells right away. Avalanche, that doesn't do anything. Yeah. Okay. Man, sick. He's scaling the Papas, though. He's not interested in the... There's a cleave. I don't think you care, right? Yeah, it's not a Murloc. You don't buff it. Yeah, this costs him so much time. Oh, wow. Wait, what? Wait, why not throw the buffs on there, then? Now I'm a little bit puzzled, because he could just... Well, I guess his shop is just not big, right? Yeah, he's like, waste of time, waste of time. So this is pretty high level already. He's actually prepping for anti-scam. He's probably going to avalanche on top of that wildfire later. Yeah. Okay, that's actually super cool. So this is him looking into the future and saying, I will probably be pretty big. I am afraid of people running poison against me. If I make a Divine Shield Wildfire now, I can take any of my big Murlocs later and just avalanche it. And then I will have a medium-sized cleave that can deal with Leroy's and Venom and stuff. Cool. Yeah, it's always fun when I watch these high-level players where you just see so many things. So a takeaway for today is for me to look at risk. I need to look at what is a risk associated with a line. That it's also a little bit counter because I am a content creator first. I'm a player second. So to me, risk very often means it's a better video and it's a better game to watch on stream. So I do take more risk. But sometimes they're just stupid risks, right? Yeah, that don't really have that much. So I'll try to pay a little bit more attention to that. Be like, what is the risk associated here? Oil? We're oiling? Turn 13 oil with the Brann. Let's go, baby. Let's go, let's go, let's go. I would just do it. Yeah. I love it. All right. It's at that point, you just do it to get it out of your hand, right? It's like, just get out of my hand. Come on now. Okay, so he has a board space now. That triple has been gone forever. Ooh, does not like another cousin. I guess he already generates how many, right? 6 end of turn. So maybe he just does not want that life of not being able to keep cards in his hand. Because he has this Venom that he keeps in the hand. He's probably going to want to summon other things. Yeah. Maybe Aviator. Man, that tier 6 Murloc was very short-lived. I was already wondering, like, ugh. Oh, Dire Mug. We want that? I think we want that. Yeah, we want that. Or Papa buffs. Okay, Leroy out, man. They keep thinking that they're going to get played and they keep getting sold. There's the Avalanche. And another Dire Mug. So he ends on the horse guy. Yeah, that's fine. Big buffs coming in. So has the avalanche. Couldn't use the coins though. Just slamming coins would give him the Murlocs. But we can see how adding another cousin to the board would have indeed been a little bit counterintuitive. I think this was the Murloc guy that was bigger than us earlier, right? I was talking about how we scale better, and yeah, you can see that in action here. There's 2,000 health on the Papa here. Also, he is Vandar now, so he's summoning 7,000 health cousins. That's a very satisfying game. Okay, horse guy out, cycle. It's also interesting to see that he did not try to have one mama, one papa. He basically got enough damage and then just kept 2 papas. I wonder if that's optimal. Like, it might still be better to have one mama, one papa, but he seems pretty happy about it. There's another avalanche. What are you avalanching right now? One of the Battlecries and play another one? Do you not care about having 2 Battlecries for the last fight? Who knows? Yeah, Aviator's kind of interesting. Family Murlocs. So I would be thinking here, what am I avalanching? Am I okay with not getting my Battlecry value? Because I would also want to maybe then hold the Battlecry in my hand, but it's a little bit awkward. That's an Aviator target, yeah. Leroy was also considerable, I guess. Divine Shield's pretty good. Yep, happy buying that. So what happens here? Oh, out of the cousin. Whoa. I was thinking he's getting Miss Battlecry value here, but he's actually okay with it. Oh, what? All right, he was really trying to figure out positioning here. Oh, I guess he wants to get rid of the cousin because he wants to go all into... Oh, yeah. See, this is the thing, right? At some point, you've scaled enough, and it's just eat the cousin. Excuse me. Eat the cousin so that I then summon 2 wildfires. This is actually so clean, man. And you see that it's also worth it because the opponent has got Drama Lock, Double Stitch. Oh, he needs to swing with that. He's going to swing with that. So it's a tie. Double Stitch Needle is definitely throwing a bit of a wrench in our plans. Now, fortunately for us, the opponent actually tripled the coral, which is not a good move. So maybe that happened randomly. Maybe they didn't realize it. But by tripling the coral, you now only have 1 unkillable unit on the board that only dies with Scam. Generally, you'll want 2 corals. So in this position, I would actually not even mind holding corals in my hand if I find them from the Primal Fin, because it's really bad news if he finds more of those. The thing is, we have built our Scam setup pretty well. I don't think I buy a coral for 3. We'll see. Nah, just look for more Scam. I would have taken it from the Primal Fin, but I don't want to spend money on it. Sure. Another avalanche for flex, yeah. You might have to get rid of these Murlocs anyway at some point. So he needs maximum Scam here. Right now an Aviator is getting pulled, and the Venom Murloc. And then the Aviator summons something. The Aviator getting pulled is kind of bad, because there's so much that can go wrong. Yeah, shield on that, I like that. Oh no! The health buff on the Murloc honestly doesn't even matter that much. I think I would not even care about this Drakari and all that. He did find another coral. And our cleave. Oh, man. Yeah, he feels it here that he messed up. He was like shaking his head. Now, luckily we are healthy, right? And this is one of those solvable problems, right? This is solvable. Because what's really the issue is that our opponents, well, there's 2 issues. First, they're playing Double Stitch Needle and they have Coral. That means that every Coral they add to the board cannot be killed by damage. Which is silly that that's a thing in the meta. where like, oh, double stitch is just automatically unkillable. But it is what it is, right? The second problem is that he has Drama Lock Trinket, which gives all of his board damage based on the highest attack, I think Murloc unit in the hand. I don't think it's minion. Either way. So his whole board has infinite damage. Now, the infinite damage does not matter that much if he can copy the cleave while it has shields, because then the cleaves do not care about how much damage you have because you have shields, right? So they can deal with that. And then the corals, we need to deal with that with maximum scam. So we need to get another one of these Bile Spitters. We need Leroy. I would honestly not even hate Spore because we're looking for Golden Aviator here. We'll see. Yeah, he's running out of time. He doesn't have to buy the Tad. Yeah, we'll buy the Spore. I like that. We're honestly fine getting rid of these Papas. There's like a small buff. Aviator, nice. That's good. Can play Aviator. Then pull Spore, Death Rattle for Leroy. He's running out of time. It's a tough game to navigate. All right, puts the Brann first to not lose the shield before he copies. That's good. He would want to do so much more. But again, the Papa's triggering does not matter because the opponent has infinite damage. So however much health you farm, it's not enough. So I think he can safely just give up on those guys. So I think that's what he needs to... like once he realizes that, I think his play becomes way easier because he can just give up on... you can just give up on those sports slots. 16, damn. All right, GG's. That was a cool game. That was a very, very cool game overall. Also shows kind of the problem with Double Stitch Needle right now and turn like very cool games. So you see that I did not watch the game beforehand. I just like quickly skimmed. I was like, oh, this looks like a really fun, cool game. But it was yeah, even though he lost, still showed like really, really good decision making early. I loved that he prepped the cleave early. I think just in the end, it's and he also realized he dropped the ball a little bit. I think in the end, it's all about how do you deal with the corals and keeping the Papas, like they didn't really do much. It's a good technical game. Yeah. I think he played really, really well. In the end game, it just got a little rough, but again, I'm super understanding of that. I would have done much worse.